Here we have seen about till the symbols of the element. Next we are going to see about the metals and non-metals. Discovery of metals makes the man progress into civilization. The civilization of man progress by the discovery of metals and non-metals. In even everyday life we are using so many metals. If you think the bag, the jib and the bangles or the earrings, ring which we are wear, different metals we are using, even the utensils which we are used for cooking, and the electrical products which we are using, the mixie, grinder, everything is made up of some metals and non-metals. So we are going to see now what is a metal and non-metal, what is the property of these metals and non-metals. The wealth of country is measured by the amount of gold in its investment. An element can be identified as metal or non-metal by comparing its properties. By thinking in metal itself, what we are saying, very strong, and it will produce sound, and metal can be converted into sheets or and drawn into wires. When you drop an metal, it will produce an sound. These are all the properties of metal. And non-metals, what we said now, the metals have the strongness, non-metals don't be have so strong as compared with the metal, and metal produce sound when they fall, but non-metal won't produce such a sound as like metal. Then the metals can be drawn into sheets and drawn into wire, but non-metals, if you hammered it, it will be broken into small powdery like particles. Then metalloids, it will have both the properties of metals and non-metals, so it is called as alloyed is always alloyed means mixing of two properties is called as alloyed. So element is divided into three, classified into metal, non-metal and metalloids based upon their properties. So element is divided into three groups: metals, non-metals and metalloids. As I said, metal example iron, copper, gold, and metals are the example for the oddness and shining, high density, high melting and boiling point. It can be hammered into sheets is called as malleability. It can be drawn into wires is called as ductility. Generally metals are good conductor. It will produce a typical sound that is called as sonorous. Sound producing property of metal is called as sonorous. Then uses of metal. Here an activity is given, metal. You can find out this activity by keeping, instead of keeping an iron, if you keep an plastic, it won't conduct. Whether the metals are a conductor or non-conductor, you can, using this simple circuit, you can find it. Uses of metals. Metals are used in a building bridges. Copper is used as electrical wire. Silver and gold decorative. Mercury is in thermometer. It's a mercury is a liquid metal and it is a poisonous one. Aluminium used in electrical wire. Lead is in automobile batteries, X-rays, machine, etc. Non-metals. Sulfur, copper, oxygen are called as non-metals. As I said, it will be either it may be a solid or liquid or gas at a room temperature, but metals always be solid except mercury. In non-metals also, bromine in liquid state, others are in gaseous state. Non-metals are hot, not hot except diamond. Non-metal won't conduct electricity except graphite. Its melting and boiling point is low, and it won't be malleable, it won't be ductile, and it won't malleable, it won't produce sound when it is hit. These are the properties of non-metal. And uses: graphite is used for pencil lead, and sulfur is used as vulcanizing of rubber, gunpowder, phosphorus in matchboxes, rat poison. Nitrogen is used for manufacturing ammonia. and chlorine is used as an bleaching agent. Hydrogen is used as an rocket fuel. Even these are all non-metal. These are also we are using in day-to-day life, including metals. Properties of metals and non-metal comparison is there. Usually metals are solid, non-metals may be solid, liquid, gas. Malleability and ductility is possible only in metal, not in non-metal. Melting point for metal is high and non-metal is low. Boiling point is also high for metal, low for non-metal. Density is also high for metal and low for non-metal. Conductivity, metals are good conductor and non-metals are very poor conductors. Metalloids, in the name itself, alloys, mixing up of two things. Metalloids, metals and non-metals combine to form an metalloids. The elements which exhibits properties of both metal as well as non-metal are called as metalloids. Example: boron, silicon, arsenic, germanium, antimony, tellurium and polonium. Physical properties of metalloids: solid at room temperature, they can form alloy with other metal. This is the thing I told from starting itself. Metalloids, alloy, combining with metal, some other thing, forming an metalloids. These forms and semiconductors. Some metalloids such as silicon, germanium can act as electrical conductors. Supercondition, thus they are semiconductors. Semiconductors, you know that the metal which conduct, the element which conduct electricity and heat are called as conductors. Partly it conduct, partly it won't conduct, so it is called as semiconductor. Silicon, which is a metalloid, appears lustrous. Lustrous means shining, but it is neither malleable nor ductile. Lustrous is the property of metal, but not malleability and not ductility is an property of non-metal. So it has the property of both metal and non-metal. It is called as metalloid, semiconductor. The physical property of metalloid tend to be metallic, but their chemical properties tend to be non-metallic. Uses of metalloid: we are using almost all the metalloids in electronic devices, especially what we are using the computer, laptop and cell phones. For that we need an electronic chips that are made up of silicon, germanium, such things. Boron is used to fireworks and as fuel for ignition of rocket. Till this we have seen an elements. Till this we have seen about an element. Elements divided into three types, that is metals, non-metals and metalloids. After this we are going to see the compounds. Organic compound. What is a compound? Compound is a substance, pure substance, which is formed due to the chemical combination of two or more elements. First we studied a definition. Element is a pure substance. Whatever it is divided or broken into smaller things, it will be having the same atom. It won't be combined with another atom. Here the compound is an chemical combination of two or more elements in a fixed mass. For example, water. Symbol of water is H2O. Combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is a gas and oxygen is also a gas, combined to form an water that is in the liquid state. The combination ratio is 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen.